Hi, everyone. Um, Hopefully I don't sound weird when this episode comes out. I'm trying to hold the phone a little bit farther away from me because dry mouth is not fun to listen to. So I hope that you don't have to listen too much of it. But anyways, I was going to talk about a disgusting day that I had this past weekend. And by disgusting, I just mean the entire day I did not feel good in my skin. And I know I've talked about this before. Like, I have issues with like excessive sweating. Um, and I diagnosed myself with hyperhidrosis. So pretty sure I have hyperhidrosis, but who knows? I'm not a doctor, but I'm just going to take a guess and say that I do. And I've talked about that before, but I don't think I've done a whole episode about it, and it probably seems like a weird thing to do an episode about, but I know that there's going to be people out there who feel this way. And I don't know, it's just one of those things I don't hear people talk about. I don't know. Like, I know it sounds weird, like not like wishing I had heard somebody talk about like being a sweaty bitch, but it's just something that I deal with, and I think other people deal with this too. And this is definitely like a sensory nightmare for me. So I'm just going to explain how Sunday went. So anyways, the entire day I basically just felt gross. And some of this is like brought on by menopause. Like, there are parts of it that menopause does like affect, but like a lot of this stuff, I was like this before I entered the wonderful land of menopause. But anyways, so on Sunday, we decided that we were going to do some grocery shopping at Wegmans, and we don't usually go together anymore, so that was kind of nice. But anyways, it was balls hot outside, and sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm not going to go back and re-record, though. It's too far in. It was so hot outside, and when you go into like stores on like 85-degree days, 90-degree days, and it's like an ice box inside, like those are the best stores that just crank that AC up. I went into Wegmans, and I felt that blast, and it felt nice for about 5 seconds because I just started sweating more. And I know that sounds weird, but this is so weird to record an episode about sweating. I'm sorry. But it's important that I explain just how trapped inside my body I feel when things like this happen, and how it's not fun. But anyways, so here we are walking around Wegmans, and it's pretty cold in there. But I don't feel cold. I am just sweating and sweating and sweating, and it's disgusting. And it's not like I was walking fast. Like, I normally walk fast, but I don't sweat or get out of breath because of it. So maybe that was a little bit of menopause and mixed with some anxiety because there were people everywhere because it was Sunday. And we were in there for like 20 minutes. So I don't know. It's just disgusting because I don't like it when I can sweat, like I sweat through my shirt, like people can see that. Actually, here's what the embarrassing part is. It's the boob sweat. I am a terrible boob sweater. Terrible. All the time. Like, not all the time. I shouldn't say all the time. A good portion of the time. I don't know. Like, it's just gross to talk about. But I have boob sweat like you couldn't even imagine. And like at the Wegmans, I had 2 spots underneath my boobs, and they were wet spots. And so that's boob sweat. You can't really hide that in the store when all you're wearing is a t-shirt. So yeah, I just don't like advertising my boob sweat. And my back like always sweats. It always sweats. I heard that. Hold on. Water. So we get to the cashier and we're checking out, and I just feel so fucking gross because there's just sweat dripping off my face. And there shouldn't have been. It was so cold in that store. Like, I could tell. I don't know how to explain that, but, like, I could feel that it was cold. But I just wasn't feeling the satisfaction of what that must feel like. I don't know. And so then we go back outside into the gross sun. Oh my God. And I just feel disgusting and it's getting worse. And so sweating all the way home, the entire 2 minutes it takes to drive from Wegmans to our house. And I can't just come in and put the cold stuff away and then just sit down. Like, I have to put everything away where it goes. And Alicia knows that. So when we bring the groceries in, she knows that I will put them all away because things go in specific spots and I like things organized a certain way, and I enjoy putting groceries away. I enjoy organizing. And the unfortunate part is that I can't bring myself to just like put the cold stuff away, sit down, take a break, and then go do the rest. No, it's just going to stare at me. Even if I shut my door to my room, I will feel it staring through the door and wanting me to put it away. So I'm in the kitchen, back and forth, putting shit away, and, like, sweat's dripping off me onto the floor. Like, there's drops of it. I can see drops of it, like, everywhere. It's disgusting. But I couldn't stop. I had to keep putting the groceries away. And then after that, I go to the bathroom and I just take, like, a washcloth. I know this is probably way too much detail, and I'm probably talking to myself right now, so sorry to myself. But I went to the bathroom, got a washcloth, just kind of washed up the gross sweat. It's just gross. And so then because my favorite thing to do is to do that and then go sit in front of my fan or my air conditioner, or preferably both at the same time, and just have all of the air being blown on me, cooling me off. It just feels so nice. So anyways, I washed up, felt a little bit better, but this was still like midday, so I wasn't ready for a shower yet because I still had stuff to do. And I decided, because I was looking at the temperature and it looked like Sunday was the better day to go mow because it was going to be 10 degrees hotter the next day, and I didn't want to do that. So I decided to just go out and mow. And so if you've listened to the episode or two in the past where I've talked about my barfing issue with temperature, yeah, that kind of happened with this. So I go and I mow the backyard. It was all shade back there. I felt great. I felt like a normal person mowing their lawn, not about to pass out or feel like they're going to vomit. And so I started moving around to the front of the house. There's not a whole lot for us to mow. Like, it basically takes 10 minutes, 15 at the most, but it's not a lot of grass to mow. And the last couple years, it just kind of feels like my goal has been, can I do an entire mow can I get it all done at once and not have to take a break because I'm about to throw up because I'm so hot? And I might have only accomplished that like once this summer. And so like when I got out from the backyard and I started mowing my way up to the front, the shade went away because there was no trees and it was just blazing hot sun. So it's just annoying because I'm out there and I'm mowing and it's Sunday and I prefer to mow like during the week when the majority of the people in the neighborhood are gone, but that's how badly I didn't want to mow the next day with it being 10 degrees hotter, because that makes a huge difference. So anyways, I tried to go for as long as I could and I didn't get very far. I didn't quite make it all the way to the front of the house. But I felt like there was a good chance I was going to throw up. So I stopped the mower, I came inside, and it turns out I listened to my body at just the right moment because I prevented myself from throwing up, which is something that happens when I get very, very hot. I get overheated so easy. And I've always been like that, and it's just been annoying as fuck. But so yeah, I come in, my process of cooling off. This is all the details. Sorry, but like I said, I'm probably talking to myself. And I pull my shirt up, so I like get my recliner because I have like this fan that is really, it blows really good air. And I lift my shirt up and I push the recliner back, and it's leather, so I just wipe it off when I'm done. And I let the air blow on me, and Alicia brought me like an ice pack thingy that we have in the freezer. And I literally just have to lay like that for like 10-15 minutes. And it's, I don't know, I feel kind of embarrassed about it, but I can't control it. It just feels like it's gotten worse the older I've gotten. I don't know why that is. This was before menopause. I just felt like, even before that, it was getting worse. Because I never used to have, like, I used to be able to mow anyways, you don't need to hear that. I used to have no problem mowing lawns. I used to mow Janice's lawn. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. And I used to mow basically 5 lawns on our street, because there was like a 3-year period, like 8 years ago, where I just was obsessed with mowing, and I loved mowing the grass. I don't know why all of a sudden I got obsessed with it, but we have a tiny yard, so Janice has all this grass. She has so much out back, so much out front, and so I just wanted to mow it for her, and turned out she was going to pay me for it. So that was nice. That was a bonus. I was going to do it for free. And then her sister lives down at the other end of the street. So I would walk the mower down and go mow her lawn. And she's got just as much grass as Janice. And I did that shit for 3 summers. Oh my, and I don't know. I remembered like I would get overheated, but not to the point of feeling like I was going to throw up. That has just kind of progressed over the years. I don't know. It sounds weird. But I was tested for cancer, so it's not anything like that. But anyways, so yeah, now I'm at the point where like I can't even do our whole yard without having to come in. So what I did was, usually after 15 minutes, I can go out and finish and come back in and not get sick. I cut that down to about 5 minutes because I really just wanted to get it over with, and I thought I could make myself like not get too overheated. But anyways, I finished out front, and then I brought the mower to the back, put it away, ran inside, and barfed. Oh man, is there anybody out there that this happens to? I haven't met anybody. I have no idea. Like, this can't just be me. Like, I have had my blood tested. Like, there's nothing else in my life that explains this other than like I just get overheated and like it messes with my nervous system. I don't know. But yeah, so I came in, and thankfully, I'm one of those vomiters where, this is so stupid to talk about. I'm like one of those people where it doesn't just come up and I didn't like know it was coming. Like, I can control keeping it down for a good 45 seconds, 60 seconds, like maybe a minute, until I get somewhere where it needs to come up. Because I will be damned if I throw up outside where people can see me and hear me. No, thank you. That is so embarrassing. I feel like half my life is embarrassing, but yeah, so I knew that was a consequence I was going to have to face for cutting my break short, and whatever. I came in, I threw up, I cooled off, I felt better. And then what did I do after that? After that whole production, it's always the production, the whole mowing thing. And why doesn't Alicia do it, you ask? You didn't, but just in case, why doesn't Alicia go out and mow? Because that bitch has too much going on to have to go worry about mowing a lawn. And like, plus, I like to mow the lawn. I still like to mow the lawn, so I prefer to do it. So she's not lazy or anything. And so after that, I decided that the house needed to get cleaned because, it's not me that makes the house messy. I'm just going to say it's not me. I pick up after myself. I put things away. And somebody else who lives here doesn't really do that too well, which is fine, I suppose. But so I wanted to pick up the house and put the things away where they needed to go. And then I realized, oh, it could probably use a vacuum. And so I went from feeling cooled off and relaxed to sweating again. I had to go change my t-shirt, and it was just pouring off of me. Like, I'm not fat anymore. So it's not that. And it's not like I exert lots of energy rolling a fucking vacuum around. Oh, sorry about my swearing. Oops. I thought I was doing good before. But it's not even like I'm in here getting a workout. I'm just walking around, picking some stuff up, putting it away, vacuuming, and just all of the sweat. And this was before menopause too. This isn't just menopause. It's so disgusting. And once again, I just feel gross. I hate feeling gross. I hate being like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to keep talking properly, hopefully. So yeah, so I did that. And then I decided that's it for the day. So I had to sit down and cool off before I jumped into the shower. I don't know how people can just jump into a hot shower or a warm shower after sweating and feeling hot for like hours. And I don't take cool showers because no, thank you. That's uncomfortable. So I just have to wait it out until I feel like I'm ready to go and take a shower. And usually on days like that, when I feel that disgusting by the evening, those showers feel like unemployment showers. And if you know, you'll know what I mean. If you heard like one of that episode in the past about unemployment showers and how great they feel, it's what that feels like. And I love those kinds of showers because I feel the cleanest. I love showers. I love soap. I love the smell. Like it's just nice. I have to put lotion on after all the time now because my skin is just so dry. Oh, I heard that. But yeah, and I put the nice smelling lotion on afterward, and I feel awesome for at least 2 hours. I just love feeling clean. And so I did that, and about an hour later, I'm sitting out here watching something, and I had like multiple hot flashes in the span of like 20-30 minutes. And I don't know how to explain how I knew that they were multiple other than to say they start, I don't know. My talking is so shitty. I'm so sorry. I was going to record tomorrow during the day, but I know I'm not going to have time because I have so much work I have to do. So that's why I'm doing it tonight, which is the worst time to record probably. What was I saying? Oh, I was doing so good. Oh, hot flashes. Yeah. So they start. Like, my whole body immediately feels like it's on fire from the waist up. Not my whole body, the waist up. It just feels like I'm on fire. It's like this quick, like, it is like a flash, but then, like, the heat lingers. I don't know how to explain it. I just know that I had multiple hot flashes, and those make me nauseous, too. And I almost threw up, but I was able to not. This is just like, people are going to think I have like problems or something. I don't. I mean, I do have problems, but like, this is an annoying one. And yeah, so that clean feeling that I could have enjoyed for 1 more hour because it's good for 2, makes you feel great for 2 hours. Nope. The hot flashes had to cut that halfway off. And I went from feeling clean to feeling like a dirty bitch again. I was just sweating. I had to go put another t-shirt on. Like, I just did my laundry today and I counted 20 t-shirts. Like, this is not fun. But I'm grateful that I have 20 t-shirts that I can wear without having to do the laundry. I do it once a week, but you know, It's a good thing I didn't decide to cut down to 7 t-shirts, one for each day, when I was in my minimalist phase, because I would have had to go buy more for this menopause bullshit. So anyways, I dealt with that. I was sweating. Gross, gross, gross. I went to like wash up again, and then I go to bed, and we like to keep the bedroom 65. We've got the AC on. I have a fan blowing on me. It's lovely. And it feels lovely. It smells lovely with like the essential oil diffuser I have. And I get into bed and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited to go to sleep. And I had that thought, and then I immediately had a hot flash, and I did not feel so great anymore. And then I woke up like 3 or 4 hours later, and my shirt was clinging to my body because it was all soaked in sweat. And so I am just a sweaty bitch. And usually I don't have entire days like that. This might happen like, here and there most days. But yeah, an entire day of sweating and not sweating and sweating and not sweating. I just felt dirty. It just dries on you. Like I felt like dirt was caked on my face from being outside. Oops, sorry about the dry mouth. And I don't know what to do about this. It feels like I'm just stuck with this. And what I used to do, I don't know if I've shared this before, but what I used to do is bring extra clothes with me when I went to, like when I was in high school. Sorry about the dry mouth. I'll get off soon. When I was in high school and college, I always carried around an extra set of clothes in case like I sweated through them. Or like I was afraid like if I got something dirty or whatever, but it was mostly because like I didn't want to just walk around and be like just stinky and sweaty. So I always had an extra pair of clothes. I always made sure deodorant was with me, body spray, because it's a nightmare sometimes. And like when I was at work, most of my jobs have been pretty far away from home. Not like an hour, but like, I don't know. To me, pretty far away is like half an hour or more. And so it's not like you can just pop on home real quick to put something clean and dry on. So I just was a sweaty bitch having to change into clothes all the time, and it wasn't uncommon for a coworker to be like, weren't you wearing like the red shirt earlier? And I was like in black or something because I had to sweat, or I had to change halfway through the work day because I was sweating. Yeah. And then as a kid, I did not like playgrounds. I didn't like being outside. I thought playing in dirt was weird. I didn't know like why kids felt or that playing in dirt was fun, or like, I don't know, acting like a fucking animal that was fun to kids. I didn't like any of that because you get dirty, you get sweaty. And I remember clearly going out of my way to avoid those activities as much as possible. Like at recess, I would be the kid sitting in the shade with a book. Like I did not want to be in that damn sun. And when I played sports, like I used to play like a bunch of sports, it was fun. But looking back, like I only played sports because I thought, well, that's something that like I'm kind of supposed to do. Like that's what kids do, is they play sports. But I hated it because of the sweating. It didn't matter if it was the basketball inside or the soccer outside. Sweating has just been a problem my entire life. It's just gross. And like my socks, in case anybody was wondering, I go through like 2 or 3 pairs of socks a day because my feet sweat and it's gross. And I could just be sitting here doing fucking nothing and my socks are wet. Like, isn't that gross? Oh man. And then like Alicia will give me hugs or something like before she goes to bed or when she comes home. And I'm like, don't get near me, like I stink. I always feel like I smell and I don't want to smell. I don't want other people to be like, ugh. She doesn't care. But yeah, so that's my life of sweat. And I realized I'm looking at my phone that I just devoted 25 minutes. Oh my God. If there's anybody listening, I really hope you're still listening, only because like maybe you can relate and you're going to email me like right after this episode and be like, hey, I'm a sweaty bitch too. Like, I just need somebody to tell me that it's not just me. Or like if there's something else going on, if there's any doctors listening, which if there are, I don't know why you would listen to this, because you're a doctor. Go listen to like Smart People podcasts. But like if there's any doctors that know what this is, maybe shoot me an email. Otherwise, I'll just go with the diagnosis I gave myself of hyper whatever the fuck it was called, and deal with this for however many years I have left remaining on this earth. This is some bullshit. And yeah, so that's what this episode is about. I do not like feeling like a dirty, sweaty bitch. I don't like that feeling. And which explains my sedentary lifestyle and the need to always feel clean and smell clean. Like, now that I think about it, like, I think, like, I go out of my way to avoid strenuous activity. Oh, wait, that's not a secret. I already knew that. Anyways, so if somebody could relate to this, do the stuff I asked. I gotta go because the talking is starting to not work very well. Oh my God, I really hope that this episode made sense. Okay, goodbye.